Hey guys, I hope all is well. Thank you for joining me for this Truth Talk episode. In today's episode, we will be talking about how Yo Gotti got his brother taken out. Let's get right into it. A couple days back, it was reported all over hip-hop blogs and the news that the brother of rapper Yo Gotti, Big Juke, was taken out. According to the reports, it's being stated that on January 13th around 4:15 p.m., Big Juke was in Memphis at a restaurant with his family. Earlier that day, he was attending a funeral service for his uncle, where his brother Yo Gotti was in attendance. When leaving that restaurant out of nowhere, he was ambushed by men who were waiting for him outside. He and one other man were hit up as everyone else scattered for cover. Big Juke was sadly not make it as he was pronounced gone at the hospital, while the other man was in critical condition. Police are reporting that the situation was a targeted attack, and Big Juke was the intended target. What's crazy is that some blogs are reporting that Yo Gotti's mother was with Big Juke when the hit commenced and had to run for cover so she wouldn't be struck. Sadly, this was just another situation of a man in hip-hop losing his life to senseless street violence. Lives are being lost over the most senseless things nowadays, and it only seems to be getting worse. Since the situation happened, many people have had many theories on why this happened to Big Juke. All kinds of theories and information has been floating around online about this entire situation. Some people believe Big Juke's passing was due to his role in the hit of Young Dolph, while others believe his passing could have been occult related. They believe Big Juke could have been a ritual sacrifice done by Yo Gotti in order to achieve more fame and success in the music industry. Whatever the truth happens to be, in my opinion, Yo Gotti is still 100% responsible for the passing of his brother. I'm gonna explain exactly what I mean by this. The main reason people believe Big Juke was taken out was due to what happened to Young Dolph, because it is believed he was the one who allegedly put a hit on Young Dolph. It is believed Big Juke was the one who allegedly paid Hernandez Guvon to take out Young Dolph, and Guvon was even charged with taking him out. It is well known that Young Dolph and Yo Gotti had problems with each other for many years. Problems that became very serious problems when Young Dolph's truck was sprayed up with 100 rounds. A hit Young Dolph only managed to survive since his vehicle was armored. It is believed CMG never stopped trying to take Dolph out, as he was targeted a few times leading up to the day he was taken out. So, it would make sense if Big Juke was taken out due to retaliation for what happened to Young Dolph, especially when it is reported on blogs and places like Reddit that many of the people who are a part of taking Young Dolph out have been taken out themselves in the streets by Dolph's people. What's believed happened on that day was that Big Juke was set up to be taken out on that day because they knew he would be in town for his uncle's funeral. Flyers were floating around Memphis about the funeral since Gotti's uncle was a former kingpin in the area. It is believed they waited for Big Juke to arrive at his uncle's funeral service and then followed him to the restaurant where they ambushed him while he was trying to leave. If this is what happened to Big Juke, in my opinion, Yo Gotti is responsible as he was the one to get his brother into this mess to begin with. The problems between Young Dolph and Yo Gotti is rumored to have started when Young Dolph slept with Yo Gotti's girl at the time, and it is also believed it could have been because Young Dolph turned down a deal offered to him by Yo Gotti. After this happened, Yo Gotti and Young Dolph began beefing all over nothing, and all the bodies started to drop like flies. This beef over a woman was started by Yo Gotti, and his brother and his artist stepped up and got rid of the problem for him, something that cost him so much. It is believed Black Youngster allegedly put a price on Dolph's head first, which caused his car to get sprayed up 100 times. The police even claimed that Black Youngster was the one who rented the vehicle used in the hit. Black Youngster has also lost loved ones connected to this in retaliation. He recently lost his brother, entertaining a beef that was started by his boss because of jealousy in a woman. Same exact thing that happened to Gotti's brother Big Juke. What's crazy is that Gotti could have almost lost his mother and his brother at the same time, all because he wanted to beef with Dolph over a girl, and because he didn't like that Dolph refused to sign to him. This is what happens when you sell your soul for money and fame. Your soul gets consumed by evil. Gotti has been doing the devil's work, pushing death music and promoting the cycle of violence to his young fans. Now, sadly, he is paying the price for his dance with the devil. This is always what happens when you use your people as crash out dummies to try and prove you're the toughest in town. What happened to Big Juke is what hip-hop promotes and glorifies. They look up to these men because they're real gangsters. They cheer them on while they take each other out for their entertainment. The same way I feel about Yo Gotti, I feel about Young Dolph's fans who are cheering about the fact that Big Juke was taken out. They act like they had something to gain from his passing. This is what hip-hop manipulated people to act like, hungry for violence, praying for people to be taken out like it's a game. These people who are putting on the show are really being taken out, and they're not coming back. The fans are cheering on death while the labels are making a bank off of it. The rappers are the new circus freaks, they just don't realize it. This is what hip-hop promotes, burying your brother and almost losing your mother so you can act like a gangster. Yo Gotti reaped what he sowed. He promoted this gangster lifestyle and had his brother and artist defend this reputation. His brother went out because of that very lifestyle he was glamorizing in his music. While most people online believe Big Jook was taken out because of retaliation for what happened to Young Dolph, some people believe this situation could have been a ritual sacrifice. We all know ritual sacrifices happen in the music industry. We were just talking about this the other day on the video of Gilly responding to Hassan Campbell's claims that he sacrificed his son for the $100 million deal. To many people online, they believe this situation was Gotti offering up his brother to level up in the music industry. People are pointing at the fact that Yo Gotti got on a plane right after the funeral and left Memphis moments before his brother was taken out. Did he know this was going to happen in advance? This entire situation seems rather strange to me. While it does make sense and it does seem possible that Big Jook was taken out as retaliation for what happened to Young Dolph, I did find it strange that Young Dolph dropped a music video full of Masonic imagery for a song in which he claims if he sacrificed himself would he go to hell. The music video for Talking to My Scale made it clear that Young Dolph took the Masonic oath, and then to hear him rap those lyrics knowing that he ended up being taken out not long after is interesting to me. Also the fact that he was signed to Empire Records, a label that seems to mysteriously sign artists that tend to pass away not long after signing the deal. It reminds me of XXXTentacion's situation as well, another Empire artist who predicted his passing multiple times and even made a song where he talks about how he would be taken out. We all know XXXTentacion's situation wasn't street related, and you should know this if you saw my video on him. He made a deal for his success that cost him everything. In the Talking to My Scale video, Young Dolph seems to show us this imagery for a reason and talks about sacrificing himself. What do you think he was referring to? Knowing this to me, it seemed like it wasn't just beef that got Young Dolph taken out. Maybe it was the price for his success. Although I would say it would be hard to deny that Yo Gotti and CMG seem to have had something to do with what happened to Young Dolph. It is believed that Big Jook himself allegedly put the money on Young Dolph's head, which would make it clear Dolph was taken out by Yo Gotti. While that does seem like what happened, I will say this whole situation is strange. Why did Dolph drop that song and that music video with those now haunting lyrics? While I still have questions about Young Dolph's passing, I don't think what happened to Big Jook was a sacrifice in that way. While Big Jook was definitely sacrificed by Yo Gotti, it wasn't done ritually. He sacrificed his brother to look tough. He put himself in unnecessary beef that he knew was going to lead to retaliation. We know there's going to be people hurting for Young Dolph who would throw away their lives for vengeance. Either way, all these souls are being sacrificed to the devil, as the streets are the devil's playground. Sadly, all these guys were souls who were misguided away from God, right into the hands of the devil. In my opinion, yes, Yo Gotti was responsible for what happened to his brother Big Jook and what could have happened to his mom as well. He chose to start beef and glamorize beef and push death music to his fans. This was the price for that. Now he sees what death music does. It destroys. What Yo Gotti is feeling right now for his brother is what many other kids feel in urban communities after they were inspired to be a part of that life because of Gotti and CMG's music. People love to act like there's nothing wrong with making death music, acting like they don't see the trail of bodies piling up behind it. The labels are literal vultures. They sign these guys and hope they take each other out so they can fly in like vultures and eat from the dead as they cash in life insurance policies and see a spike in streams. The fans need to wake up and stop glamorizing this gangster lifestyle. Stop cheering on people being taken out. Those who are happy for Gotti's brother being taken out are just as evil as the men that took him out, in my opinion. While all these men have done evil, it doesn't mean the cycle should continue. It's a trap. That's how they keep us distracted and fighting each other while they take advantage of us and use us. People need to wake up and see just how the devil has these people under his control. These artists are rapping about evil and promoting evil while they make it look exciting and real. The devil has hijacked the world's morals, using hip-hop to do it. People need to wake up before it's too late. Even though Big Jook lived that life, I still do feel bad for him and his family. He went out right in front of his mother and other family members as well. Who knows if his kids were present and saw it all go down? No one deserves that, whether they were good or bad. No one's mom should have to see them go. How many more people have to go in the same way for people to start waking up, for people to see how the devil is using these artists to destroy us? Well, that's it for this video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.